Yo, it's Snow Baby.
Yo, it's your boy, and we are back on the No Show. How we doing today? Let's get it in. Alright, let's start it off with UFC 279. Alright, I mean, where do we go with this situation? Hazmat doesn't make weight. Now, we've already talked about this before. Missing weight is a big deal as far as being a mixed martial artist. You got to make weight. It's like one of the hardest things to do. As far as mixed martial arts, the only thing I can speak on, because that's the only thing I do. I couldn't speak really on anyone else's, but I know as well as getting ready for weight or any cuts that I've done or been a part of, they're one of the hardest parts. Not just training. That weight cut, if you're off, is bad. That's why you want to always be like 5 pounds away from weight cut to keep yourself there. You're tripping doing 20 pounds. Like, it was just crazy to see him miss weight, but it was even crazier the way that he really didn't give a fuck. That's what I understand why we're all mad at. But it's kind of getting our heads around, because I was becoming a Hazmat. That's how you know it's early. I got my coffee. I'm trying to make it, trying to wake it. But like I said, I couldn't believe that he missed weight, Hazmat. It was really concerning just to see how it played out. Now, when they switched it, right, most of y'all were happy about this. Man, I wasn't happy. I did not like how they switched it up and gave Tony Ferguson that. I'm mad that Tony had to go in there and have to save the day again, and what? For what? To get fucking choked out? I couldn't believe that, man. I wasn't a fan of that. I'm just letting y'all know I wasn't a fan. I didn't like seeing it. I don't give a fuck on that level. I love Nate Diaz. I didn't want to see Nate Diaz go against him. They could have gave him anyone else. Don't give him Tony El Kakui. So let's talk about the fight that they gave, okay? Tony and Nate. Okay, first off, let's just be real. My boy Tony was winning that fight, okay? He was leg kicking him. Why, Tony? Why didn't you stay leg kicking him? What was you had it. Like, you had the fight. You had the fight. It's just like the last fight with Chandler. You were winning. You were winning by distances and keeping your movement. Why did your team tell him to go take down Nate? What the fuck were you thinking, bro? What the fuck were you thinking? Okay, what the fuck? Oh, man. It was pretty bad, man. Straight up. But I mean, what we can take about this is that besides that, Tony had beautiful leg kicks, beautiful head movements. I mean, he's still there. It's just, that was the wrong. And his own coach told him to do that, though. That's what leaves you to be like, man, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Man, that was bad. Why would you do that? He was winning. He had it won. All he had to do is keep kicking Nate. He would have won. All right, now I don't want to sound like a Nate hater, because I'm not a Nate hater. Let's step it back. Whoa, I love Nate. All right, I'm confused about the whole fight, because I wanted them both to win. And it's hard to see either one of them fight, because I'm a fan of both of them. And I wanted Nate to go out on a good note. So it was bittersweet. What Tony 0-5 now? Shit, 5 years ago, Tony was like 12-0. So it's like fucked up to see my boy Tony, man. It was just a fucked up thing, And then we got Hazmat fighting fucking Kevin Holland. Listen, if y'all don't know, Kevin Holland's fucking worst nightmare of his problem is wrestling. That is one of the biggest things that he's had. Kevin Holland's had numerous problems with wrestlers. Numerous. So why they would make Hazmat and fucking Kevin Holland, I don't know. I don't care if they got into it in the back. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's not a fight. Like, that's stupid. And it seems like the UFC is just building Hazmat up, and then they just gave him Kevin because they got into it. But I still feel a certain type of way, because at the end of the day, when I look at that, that wasn't a fight that I knew that I would be interested in. And I knew that Hazmat is his worst fight is, how do they say it? Hercules heel. I don't know how you say that stuff, but that was the worst thing to put Kevin against, because the wrestler is his biggest problem. Like, we've all known that. So when he went in there and dominated Kevin, I'm not sitting here giving anyone props. Plus, you're overweight. It's like, yo, Kevin Holland was just food for you to eat. I'm not digging that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Hazmat got a lot to prove towards the UFC community for us to really look at him. Can he make weight? Is this going to be an issue? What's happening? You know, because I wasn't feeling it. I'll be honest. UFC 279 did not live up to his hype for me. And that's just me because I love Tony and I love Nate. I didn't want to see him fight, but at the end of the day, it was what it was. Beautiful jiu-jitsu, like always, from Nate. But at the end of the day, Nate was going to lose that fight. Sorry to say it, and I love them both. I just wish they wouldn't have fought. It just kind of sucks that we had to go through that to see that like that. It's kind of bittersweet. Like I said, I'm confused. I'm emotional. I don't know how to feel when it comes to those two fights. It plays with my emotions a lot when it came to that because I'm a fan of both. I just don't know. Yeah, it was bad. And while we're on UFC, let's give a round of applause for Jose Aldo retiring, rank 6 bantamweight. Respect. Got to give respect to Jose, man. We'll miss you from just period. I'm sure he'll go off to do something else, and we'll be talking about him later. But he's out of the UFC. He is done. He's going off to find probably better money. We all know it. I didn't really want to talk about it, but let's talk about Jake versus Anderson Silva. This is my thing because I watched it. All right, this is my facts because I don't want to be too crazy on it and then keep going into it. But this is just my facts. Okay, when you look at Jake, his output, he's gonna throw heavy blows. He's gonna hit sideways. He's gonna go straight. It's not really a straightforward puncher with that jab, but he was using it a little bit in this last fight. But he's more like he's putting power. He's a power puncher. Okay. And towards the fourth fight of every fight you've seen him, he gasses. He's a gasser too. It's that weight. He's gassing. So he's going to fight Silva. Now, this is the problem that I see that's going to happen for Jake. If Jake fights Silva and this happens, which it's already been told that it's going to happen, but the only way Jake can win is by a KO. That's it. There's no other way to win, period. Anderson has better volume. He's going to have a better gas tank. He's going to bring out more arsenals of his power. He's not going to stop, because he's going to see Jake's going to pressure him and try to. And Anderson Silva is a counterpuncher. Y'all forgetting that. Like, he's going to counterpunch this motherfucker. He's going to let him tire himself out. Like, it's going to be it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying this is pretty much in the bag, because Jake Paul, he only knocked Tyrone Woodley. And listen, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That shit looks set up. It looks set up. That shit didn't look real to me. But hey, that's just me saying what I'm saying. But either way, he's going to have a problem unless Anderson takes the money under the table, and we don't see him doing that. That's UFC legacy right there. He's coming to end this. And it sucks because if Anderson beats Jake, where does that leave Nate? Because he was just about to leave to make this money. We don't want to see Nate and Jake Paul if he gets beat by Anderson. His whole streak's gone. They're done. Ship him out. I don't care. Now maybe you would want to see it, but I don't. I don't want to see that. I particularly don't give a shit. I just want, he's just been winning, so you want to see it, But that's the only way Jake can win. That's a sad truth. It's reality, but my friends, y'all hyping that man up. I don't see him beating Anderson Silva at all. He doesn't even when you see him, all his fights, he doesn't bring enough volume, so he won't win by just staying in there. Because Anderson's going to bring more volume. He's going to bring more output. He's going to swing more. You might get a first round to Jake because he's going to come out swinging like his brother did with Floyd, but that ain't going to do nothing but tire you out. All right, that's just my predictions. I don't see Jake Paul winning at all unless he by KO. If he can't KO him, he's not going to win, period. All right, let's get on Lord of the Rings now. Lord of the Rings. We are, all right, first off, we're 4 episodes in. We're halfway into it. And I don't care. Okay, first off, I understand the sexism about the girl being the only person, Gadriel being the only person that's in power. I get it. I don't really like it. There's a lot of lore that's messed up in this, and it's all confusing. But let's push ourselves away from all that, because as a fan, I don't really give a fuck about too much of that, because I'm such a fan of Lord of the Rings and the lore and all the stuff that we haven't even experienced and we're experiencing. I don't give a fuck, bro. Just like, it's like at this point, shower me with all of it, Shower me with all of it. Give me all of that, Whatever you're about to show me, whatever we're about to see, let's go get it. Because I'm a fan, so I want to see it all. Even whether it's good or bad, I'm still, at the end of the day, whatever you put out of Lord of the Rings, I'm probably 9 times out of 10, I'm going to watch it either way. Because I'm a fan, and I love the shit out of it. Just like Marvel, just like, you know, there's really money to be made. You know, like if they did a Gandalf, I'm watching it. They did the Smeagol's, I probably would still watch it, even though I really wouldn't be too into it. But I'd watch it. You know, there's a brand there, and I know we're all kind of devastated on how they're doing it, but the rights have been sold now. There's so much stuff that'll probably be coming in the next few years that has to do with Lord of the Rings that I don't know. Who knows what it'll be like? Who knows? But I'm all in. I love it, man. Fourth episode, very slow, but we know these last 4, there's 8 episodes. We know these last 4 have to go hard. They have to go hard. We've been introduced to what we need to introduce to the main villain of the season. I'm ready. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to feel it. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Probably my last thing I want to talk about though is, have you guys been noticing how the industry now is going to where it's more like we're only doing 5 seasons, 4 seasons, 3 seasons? Are we okay with that? I mean, are we for real? I mean, I'm okay with it, but then I'm not, because it's like, you know, growing up, you had like Supernatural, 12, 15 seasons. Like, you had a lot of seasons. Now I feel like there's no more seasons. Like Umbrella Academy, just found out last season. This is C's last season 3. You know, and I hope y'all watching that, because the shit is going hard. I don't give a fuck. All right, it's just at the end of the day, it's a different thing, because it shows you that we as a people are only wanting small things. We're not wanting a lot, so we're only going to be able to maintain our attention span for 4 seasons, for 5 seasons. Well, I know Netflix was saying that they're only going to do like 5 seasons, but I think that was just because of Stranger Things, because I know other ones have gone other seasons. It's just, are we becoming that attention span to where we only get 5 seasons? Because some things, it's a good or bad if you look at it though, because it's like, say a season is dope as fuck and you really like that season, and it's like, it comes to an end. It gives that feeling of I never want it to end type feel, and it continues to keep you on that ride. That's why I like Charm, Buffy, Angel, all those stuff that went away that we wish were back. You know, they're really good shows. So it's like, you hate that it's gone like that. You know, you hate that you don't get to see that. So maybe this might be a good direction to going into, where it's not that many seasons. But man, it just sucks. I'm really upset, y'all, that Umbrella Academy is about to be over. You know, I'm already saying goodbye to C. I've already said goodbye to Animal Kingdom. Shit, they just keep taking stuff and then keeping shit I don't really care about on TV. This has been a really horrible year for the movie industry. All right, and I need to get a guest on here about gaming, because they got to step their gaming up too, because this year with gaming has been shitty. Yo, before we end the show, let me tell y'all something, because I don't want to mess it up, and I know that I know my ass has been doing too much stuff. See, this is what happens when you're doing everything. But check this out. Whatever the fuck you doing this weekend, you enjoy it. You hear me? But October the 1st, 45th Street, Topeka, Kansas, Diamond G, Marlon Young. Be in the building. Everything starts, I think, at 9 p.m. if I haven't already said that, Saturday. I'll be in the building. Diamond G will be in the building. Marlon Young, turn up. You already know. For the city, he'll get his stuff. 45th Street. Just want to put that out there. Promo it out. Y'all go fucking do it. Y'all go do it October, the first week of October. If you ain't doing fucking nothing, take your ass up there and have some good time. All right. As you see, I'm everywhere. It's your boy No. I'll see you next time on the No Show.